489-0201 and use promo code LIBERTY. These offers won't last long, so call 800-489-0201 or go to mypillow.com and use promo code LIBERTY. Order now and your entire order ships absolutely free.
Now, from the Signature Bank Studios.
This hour of The Shaun Thompson Show is sponsored exclusively by DonleyAuctions.com. Old porcelain signs, gas and oil collectibles, collectors are waiting. DonleyAuctions.com.
AM 560, The Answer.
Squirrel, did you call Randy? Just call him. 815-923-7000. Ask him if he's going to be at Shaun Fest. Yes, you can ask him how much your aunt's china is worth. You can ask him any question you have about anything in your attic, in your basement, in your garage, if it's parked in your driveway, if it's a bicycle, a car, a boat, if it's a handgun. Randy Donnelly is licensed firearms dealer, state and federal. You know that, Squirrel. Call 815-923-7000. Ask Randy if he's coming to Shaun Fest, and you can ask him any other question you want. For 50 years, he's been helping people price their items, whether they're closing businesses or they've inherited something, and he can help you sell it on the World Wide Web. You know that, Squirrel. Now call him. Greg in LaGrange.
How you doing, Shaun?
Good. How are you, babe?
Good. I'll be frank with you. There are a couple things that you said that I take direct exception with.
All right.
I'll go down through three of them. One of them is, well, there's no doubt that the Chinese economy is built on a house of cards, almost literally the housing. But our American economy is also in bad shape, and we need to realize that we're not too far apart.
Well, what separates us, though? What separates us? This is very important.
What separates us is our liberty, our life, and our pursuit of happiness, property rights, and our guarantee of free exchange in free market.
Private economy, right? Just real simple. Private economy. That and the fact that we're the world currency. Nobody wants the yuan for anything unless they run out of Charmin. So those are two pretty big things. And the fact that we're the youngest and the richest country is directly and specifically because we have a private sector. They do not. There is no private sector. So that's very big to understand. And they can run it on their own water, as it's so to speak, on their own currency, but they can't sell it anywhere else. And the hit that they took with the Belt and Roads Initiative is in the trillions of dollars. Those agreements that they had with Venezuela ended when Maduro decided to join Diddy Combs in a cell with some baby oil.
Belt and Road was more than that, and you alluded to that. It was basically a disruption of our way of doing business.
Correct. And we've got the Panama Canal back. What about that? That's pretty big.
Yeah. I agree with you. Here's the two other quick things that you mentioned. I would agree with you that there is a place for large language models or learning language models, whatever you want to use the acronym for, to develop a curriculum for students. But I completely disagree with you. And I'm taking liberty of what you mean in the absolute case. And that's not fair to you, but I want exposure to books. You know what? If I'm a high schooler, I want to read Das Kapital because you know what? I want to know what to repudiate.
But what makes you think?
I think we agree here. Let me just say this and one other thing, please. I think we agree on that there should be an exposure to all sorts of ideas and have the human being take them apart, dissect them, and properly break them down into core things and what's best for the individual in the pursuit of life, liberty, and happiness.
Well, wait a minute.
The other thing that you said...
Let me just rebut this before you move to three. Life is individual. Never forget that. There is no collective. There is no blanket solution for individual life. Life is individual. And what spurs the curiosity of the individual is a conversation or an interaction with somebody smarter. End of story. That somebody smarter is, we were lucky, you and I. We were able to walk the streets, and we knew people, and we had teachers of character and conscience. That was our rubbing elbows to make us curious about Das Kapital. And the rest of the information and the literature you wanted was conversations you had with smarter people, right? The absence of that is what you see in these urban areas. These are morons talking to morons. And that's why you have an entire society that can't read or write or talk or think or live like a ghetto. That's the reality of it. But if you could create that entity in a phone, in a computer, now you don't need to have a miracle happen in these neighborhoods. That's the miracle, right? That's just in the ghetto. Now let's talk about outside of the ghetto. The constant exercising of your intellect, the constant help with the 30,000 decisions of should you stick that crack pipe in your mouth like Hunter Biden or not. You have it in your hand. You don't have to have the conversation with a mother or father, whatever the case is. It could change the trajectory of decisions individuals make, because what I'm advocating for is an individual life partner of education. That's the difference. And it's a tool. It's only a tool, like a hammer or a gun, right? So this is what I advocate. And you have to change something, because right now you're in a system where the worse the teachers are, the more money they make and the more money the people pay. Change it and break it. This to me looks like a hammer. But go ahead. Part 3.
Part 3, I think. You mentioned that AI would be the teacher for more morality or something loosely to that. I would think that would be the worst thing you could possibly do.
Really?
I also believe, yes, I really do.
How many teachers in just Chicago, forget about the suburbs, how many teachers are having inappropriate relationships with their kids? Is it more or less than the Catholic Church? The answer is more. How many teachers nationwide are crackheads and degenerate scumbags who have fantasized about sleeping with their mother? 80%? A computer doesn't have those proclivities. I far trust a computer over a fracking Democrat scumbag illiterate teacher. But all right, that's 3.
I agree with you. I agree with you 100%, except for the fact that I think when you're going to expose children to a learning environment, it's not going to be a one-on-one thing where they learn by themselves with AI. They need to grow with other children to keep the human element.
Greg, I'll see your fear and raise you Channel 5 News at 10 p.m. And you tell me if you want kids interacting with the scumbags that are occupying, promoting, and profiting off that ghetto. Thank you very much. See what I did there, Squirrel? George, Naperville.
Yes, Shaun, do you think the Chinese will use AI in our fortune cookies?
I don't think the Chinese were ever smart enough to come up with a fortune cookie. That's a guy named Benny Siegel. And I think Benny Siegel will turn it over. Thank you very much. Rick, Des Plaines.
Hey, Shaun, I got a gift coming for you when we go to Shaun Fest. It's going to be something. It's going to be something.
Something I could light on fire? Is it something I could light on fire? Oh, all right.
Oh, you wear it. I guess you could light it on fire, but you wear it.
Well, that means the world to me. Thank you very much.
Your buddy down there in Florida jealous because he went to school there.
Oh.
North University T-shirt, baby.
Prof isn't jealous. He's single and he's ready to mingle. He's not concerned with jealousy. Terry, Shirakistan.
Hey, Shaun. China will never produce another Confucius. Russia will never produce another Tolstoy or Dostoevsky. You need a cross-pollination of ideas. That's why California in the 70s was so important. East met West. And that's why I said communism has to steal intellectual property because they can't grow. And like I say, Chinese has a genetic inclination towards depression. That's why the opium wars. And that's their weakness.
Well, it's interesting, Terry. I was very aggravated when I heard that child, that moron, talk until I saw her face, until I saw the other idiot's face who was emceeing that communist cabal. They're all moron children who have never done anything. That's what makes them communists. They cannot do, and yet they want. So they advocate for the theft of other people's money. Kind of like Paint Chips Pat Quinn and Shaun the scumbag LaShawn Ford. Scumbag du jour. It's like every other one of those rat Democrats. Hey, Shaun, want to play cards? Scumbag. 312-642-5600.
Make money, smoke cigars, and live free on the Shaun Thompson Show on AM 560. The Answer.
Hi, I'm Ken Mariotti, owner of Woodland Windows and Doors, a third-generation family-owned business since 1969. We know you're bombarded by choices when shopping for new windows or doors, so we're inviting you to experience the Woodland difference. For decades,